Hello everyone, Casanis here, and I'm currently on Bruce's Gym. It's an excellent server that hosts this game type, Dwarves versus Zombies. Now, it's a really fun PvP style game. Basically, you start off as a dwarf, you collect some goods, and you build yourself a keep, and after that, you have to hold that keep for as long as you possibly can from hordes of mobs that come pouring in at you. The ultimate goal is to protect a beacon, which is a shrine. They call a shrine here. It's a beacon. Protect the beacon. If there are no dwarves in the area of the beacon and there are mobs there, well, then the beacon power starts going down. If there are dwarves there and mobs show up, then you got to fight them off to make sure you maintain that power. Okay, everybody, I put together a couple of tutorials here, a really short tutorial. I'm planning on doing a lot of streaming on this server. I really enjoy this game type, but it's really difficult to figure out. And you know how I know? Because I showed up here in my last stream and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And you know what? The owner was here and he let me know I didn't know what I was doing either. And I have no problem with that because I really and truly didn't. It's a very complex game. So, these tutorials should take you through a lot of the basic stuff that you have to know in order to play. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys watch this tutorial and afterwards join me in my stream. Okay, everybody, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, give me a like, and take a minute to subscribe. I'll talk to you all very soon. Out front of the gravel pit, look for both a pick and a shovel. Take one of each and head into the gravel pit. Afterwards, collect yourself about 4 stacks of gravel. That gravel will be immediately turned into cobblestone, and cobblestone is used for everything in this game, making fortifications and delicious cobble cake. Once you've got 4 stacks of cobble, take a look around for some gold ore. Use your pick and mine that ore to produce a gold nugget. That gold nugget can be taken inside to the blacksmith and made into dwarven armor. Wood is essential in this game. Take a few minutes and collect a bunch of it. Afterwards, take those wooden slabs and feed it into the sawmill. It's going to produce planks. Those planks can be put back in the sawmill again to produce sticks. Sticks are used to make torches. If you are ever in an area of darkness, you are instantly blinded. A torch in your hand or a torch at your feet will get rid of that blindness effect. Take half the sticks you produce and feed it back into the sawmill again to produce bowls. Bowls in turn will make mortar, and mortar is what changes cobblestone into stone brick. Look for the purple columns on the map. It's actually oil. If you right-click with the sticks, you'll generate torches, and if you right-click with the bowls, you'll generate mortar. In both cases, it's a 1-for-1. 1 bowl equals 1 mortar, 1 stick equals 1 torch. The blacksmith is super loud. Actually, a lot of this game is super loud, but the blacksmith is really loud. Anyway, remember that gold nugget you had? Right-click on the piston head, and that will generate this cheese-like block. You can then whack that cheese-like block with your pick using the right mouse button, and you'll generate a solid gold block. Then you mine that solid gold block, and it produces a gold armor chest plate. You can then take that gold armor chest plate and right-click on someone or click on someone, and it will produce armor for their entire body. You can't do it to yourself. You can't actually give yourself armor. Someone else has to help you out. So don't steal someone's armor and then run away and try and use it because it won't work. Someone has to give you armor, and you should be giving other people armor as well. Look around the map to find a sword, an instant health potion, and a bow. The bow comes without arrows, so be careful. The instant health potion is self-renewing, meaning it doesn't get used up when you drink it. So you got a bow but no arrows? No problem. Left click anywhere you want, stand still for a second, and arrows pop out of the sky. Any action you do in this game is controlled by the amount of mana you have. It uses up a little bit of mana anytime you do anything at all. Heal or gather arrows or anything like that, so be careful. Your mana will replenish itself over time, but if you get caught in combat without any mana and you can't heal, you're probably dead. Cobblestone cakes, both nutritious and delicious, and super easy to make too. Just fill one of these ovens full of cobblestone and click on the gold plate to set everything aflame. Wait a few seconds, click that plate again, and all the flames go out. You're going to be left with this orange block. Mine that orange block with your pick, and each one of those blocks you mine generates 4 cakes. And you don't need very many cakes because everyone's making them, and the cakes themselves don't get used up when they're eaten. So you've gathered all your goods. Now what? Now it's time to start building. You're going to build fortifications, walls and keeps and castles or whatever else you can possibly think of to make sure that you are safe. And remember to light that stuff up too, because if you end up in darkness when the night falls, the whole thing goes dark. You're going to go completely blind. So make sure you're lighting up your fortifications. Not only that, you want to make sure you're using your mortar on the cobblestone. Cobblestone is not the strongest building material. Stone brick is. Anytime you click on cobblestone with your mortar, it automatically gets turned into stone brick. If a creeper comes around and blows up, it's going to turn that stone brick into cracked stone brick. After that, cracked stone brick becomes cobblestone, and cobblestone becomes gravel. And once it's gravel, it's really easy to tear down. So make sure you keep your walls in repair. The dwarven bows are awesome. They're actually really, really good if you're using them outdoors. It takes 1 hit to kill a creeper, 2 hits to kill a skeleton, and 3 or 4 hits to kill a zombie. But if you're indoors, that damage is reduced by almost 70%. In fact, the damage is reduced also if the mobs are too close. Within 5 blocks of you, the damage is reduced to almost nothing. So make sure when you're using that bow, you're using it outdoors. Afterwards, be a man and switch to your sword. You're indoors, get face to face, and defend your territory. So that's it. It's down to a sword fight. You manage to kill a mob with your sword. If you do, you get procced. And you know what? I don't know what proc means. I don't know if it's a short form of a word or what. No one's told me. The only thing I know is that if you get procced, then for the next 1.5 seconds, any mob you hit is instantly killed. And each time you kill a new mob, you get procced again, so the timer keeps getting reset. You want to know a secret? The dwarves can't win. The only way this game ends is when all the dwarves are dead and that shrine explodes. That's it. So no matter what, you are going to die. And when you die, you get to come back as a mob and attack your buddies. Either as a super strong with fast regen zombie, as a poison-tipped arrow shooting skeleton, or as a timed explosive creeper. There's also random events too that might occur, and I'm not going to ruin them for you, but you might come back as a random mob as well. And some of those random mobs are pretty cool. So everyone, I hope that tutorial was helpful. That brings us to the very end, and all I did is go over the absolute basics of this game. This game is actually much more complex than I've just mentioned. There's a lot more things. There's hero classes, a bunch of different hero classes you can be depending on the number of people in the game. There's more mobs you can be, iron golems, super creepers, I've seen withers, I've seen dragons. There's different ways of being killed. In fact, I didn't mention this in the game, in the tutorial, but actually at the beginning of the game, 40% of all dwarves are killed right off the bat, and that's how they seed the mobs. You might be killed by dragons, or Mother Nature, or a whole bunch of different things. I'm not going to go over them all, because that way they're going to be a surprise to you. Anyway, everybody, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure you leave me a comment. If I forgot something, if you are a Dwarves versus Zombies expert and I've forgotten something, let me know. It's only the absolute basics, but hopefully it'll get you through my first stream. Alright everyone, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and make sure you subscribe.